Hi, guys. This is Lisa here in Arizona with Lund Mortgage, and I'm excited to share with you something that we started using this year and is called ARIVE. And I'm very excited to get started and show you how many incredible things that ARIVE can do for you and your business and how it's changed my life. With 2020 and 2021, posed so many different issues that I haven't faced before in the industry, whether it was learning to work remotely, or building my team, trying to navigate through these crazy times, I realized I needed to create more efficiencies in my office. And one of those ways is I needed technology. Previous to this, I was using 3 different systems, and my team would navigate daily to complete the loans in 3 different systems. I was using Calyx Point, which I've used for over 22 years. I was using Flowify, and I was using my CRM. When 2021 came around and the new 1003 came about, I was getting ready to pull out my hair. And I said, there has to be a better way. Calyx Point just didn't step up to the plate, and they weren't able to provide the new 1003, first of all, until the day that we needed to use it. And there were so many issues and quirks with it. And I said, there just has to be a better way. I've tried different systems throughout the years in technology, but really I just couldn't get away from 3 different systems. So I decided to try ARIVE this year. And my team was a little bit crazy because we are very busy at this time to start over in a whole new system and learn it. But I can tell you it was easy, it was seamless, and my team now never wants to look back. So I was able to eliminate 2 out of the 3 systems I was using. So ARIVE, basically, we use it for an LOS and a POS. So it's internal communication and work. We can work internal with my team, and it also works client facing. So we're able to communicate with the clients. We're able to send them applications, create needs list. So there's so many things we can do, but basically I was able to eliminate 2 of my systems. I still have my CRM. And not only was that cost efficient, but it created so many efficiencies within our work team. One of the best things about ARIVE that I love is it is web-based. So coming from a Point Calyx girl myself, it had to be downloaded on any computer that I used, and it was not web-based. So what's great, first off the bat, I was excited about was that it is web-based. I can basically log on from anywhere and work from anywhere. So that gave me so many freedoms with everything that we were faced with in 2020 and 21. So I'm just going to walk you through ARIVE and some of the features that I absolutely love. And first here we have the dashboard. It's very appealing to the eyes, and it's very easy to look at. Me as a business owner, I love this, but even as a loan officer, this keeps track of your pipeline, and it's really easy to read. As you can see here on the left-hand side, you have your pipeline statuses. So whether you're a business owner and you want to look at your whole team, or you have a team, or you're just an individual loan officer, this shows you where you're at during that month. So you know what to expect and what you need to do. So this will tell you how many apps are started, how many applications have been completed, gone all the way through with your client base, how many have registered with the lender, how many you've submitted to underwriting, how many are approved with conditions, and I'm going to scroll down here just a little bit. There we go. How many approved with conditions, clear to close, docs out, and loans closed. So you have all of this right here to keep track of your pipeline. As well as it goes a little bit further. This will track your pipelines throughout the months as well, and you can compare your months all here in one screen. So you can see this is a test screen, but as of October, we had 1 loan closed, and this is a purchase with 0 refinances for $480,000. This right here in November, 1 purchase here for $295,000. You can see your total loans funded and the dollar amount funded here. This tells you your purchase to refinances and even gives you your dollar amount down here. This is great also. There is many wholesale partners, lenders that do work with ARIVE, and I'll get into that a little bit later, but you can see how many loans you have with each lender on here as well, which is a great tool to have. One of the other things that I like up here too is you can see your locks expiring, and you can get alerts. You can set that up so you can get your lock alerts. That's great for your processing team if you have locks coming up. You can set that up, a day before, 2 days before, however you like to work your pipeline. There's many tools to keep things like lock expirations right in front of you, as well as needs outstanding. So this is the dashboard, and I feel like it's very easy to read. It gives you a lot of tools, and it's great to go back to and look at. So I'm going to get in here. I'm going to jump right into the pipeline. So you have your loans and you have your leads. The leads will tell you how many people you've either sent an application out to that hasn't completed. So when you're engaging with a new potential client, you can send them an application, but you can also jump in and help them walk through the process. I've heard from many clients that the application process is very simple compared to other tools or other pipelines that are application processes I have used. So it's very simple, easy on the eye. I can jump in with the client at the same time. I can help them finish it. They don't have to complete everything at once to have that application. I can go in later if they didn't complete something and fill that out. So you can see what your leads are that necessarily haven't completed everything yet. Once you complete the leads and now you move into your loans, you have different statuses here in your pipeline. So you can see all your borrowers here, and you can see their statuses, whether it's application complete, the app started, registered with lender. You have your different statuses here, and you have a lot of different tools. So this is your main pipeline. You have your last updated here. So you have like a little calendar with your loan date, so you don't actually have to go into the loan. If you want to see your application date, credit order date, you can do that just from your pipeline without going into the loan. It gives you your estimated closing date, when it was updated 13 minutes ago here. So you don't actually have to go into the loan to see a lot of information, what I like too. You can see your lock status here and what the interest rate is. You can see your loan amount, obviously conforming here. You can see what lender you have it at if you've tied it to a wholesale lender at that point. So I'm going to go ahead and hop into a file here, and I'm going to do one that is registered with lender. So when I go into a file, you will just see how everything is so easy to the eye. There's so much to see right away. Up here, you can tell this is registered with the lender. It gives your loan to value. You can see your FICO score here. You can see your interest rate. This one is not locked. Your debt to income here. So all of this is right here in front of you, which I personally love. I like being able to jump in a file and see this information. If a client calls me right away, I like to be able to go in here and see things that I need to without having to shuffle through things. So going through the application, I guess I'm going to start there. This is your loan center. Just to show you a few things on here first. This will give you dates of when it was registered with the lender, and you are able to, so when I was speaking earlier that I was getting ready, I was able to get rid of 2 systems. This will help your communication internally as well as externally. So there's tools that you can set up to create milestones. So when you set up these tools to create milestones, set them up to however you like to communicate with your clients, which gives you that freedom. So we set it up that when a loan is submitted to underwriting and this button is hit right here, let me hit it for you, see how easy that is. And you select the date and then you just hit save. Now, anyone that jumps into this file in your office can see when it was submitted to underwriting. But also we've set it up now an email goes out to our clients, and they have something standard that goes out to them, or you can go in and edit the milestones and create however you like to communicate with your clients, which we did. So then it will send out an email automatically when this is submitted to underwriting. So now it's communicating with your clients as well. And all my processor did, or I did, whomever does it in your office, was hit a button the second it was submitted to underwriting. Now, there are some wholesale lenders that do speak with ARIVE directly. And sometimes when you submit the file to that specific wholesale lender, it will automatically submit to underwriting for you. But if not, you saw how easy that was. You can just do it as a click of a button. The same thing with whenever you order an appraisal, receive that appraisal, payoffs, title, etc. One of the things that I love too is you can order title directly from here. So hit the send an email button, and you can see this comes up, and this goes to, you can hit send, and this will create a order title for you. So this will give them the loan number, the mortgagee clause, whatever lender you're set up with, and you can literally order title just by the click of a button and hit send. So say we want to do that here, and then it will mark it in there for you that you have ordered title. So this gives you tools too. So if your processor is working on a file and say that they're not in the office, or it's early or late and you want to know where you are with that file, this gives you status dates, really easy to see. And you can see the status of the file here. If it's in process, submitted to underwriting, approved with conditions, it gives you so many great tools just to be able to, you don't even need to contact your processor at this time. You can see where the file is at. Let me go back here, first of all, to the dashboard. If I'm wanting to engage with a client for the first time, let me just show you, and you can use ARIVE on your phone, on your tablet, like I said, pretty much anywhere. It is web-based, so you can do this from anywhere. But if you want to create a new client and you want to send them an application, from your dashboard, simple as this, you see this little button here, it says new. You can click on that and you can either do loan or lead. So let's say that I know this person wants to complete an application. They're not just a lead that I'm going to have in my lead that I need to reach out to that is a maybe. I know that they're ready for an application. So I can go here and I can click loan. All I really need is to know, are they interested in a purchase or a refinance? A first name, so I'm going to go ahead and use my name, an email address, a phone number if you have it, but it's not necessary. You don't have to have it, and who the loan officer is. You can either, if there's one under there, and at that time, if you want to choose an additional loan officer or loan processor, but you don't have to. Basic information is all you need. So you can hit create an application right from there with basic information. Once you create this application, or this right here, you can fill out any information that you may have, but let's say you have nothing, that's okay. From this point, you can go to this invite borrower, and you can hit preview and edit email if you want. And this will give you the email that's already set up to go out. Now, if you want to change anything here and add your own information, you're able to do that. Or if you like what it says, it's simple. It comes with a link so that they can complete their loan application. Again, it has all of your information here as well. So it's coming from you. The subject is complete my loan application. So you've engaged with this borrower. They say they're ready to go. They know that you're sending them an application, and you can hit save down here, and then all you do is hit send invite. If you already know what it says and you're okay with it, you can hit just send invite. It sends them an invitation, and when it sends them an invitation, it gives them a way to create a password and login, and they're able to log in securely and go through the application. Again, they can complete as much of it as they want, and if they don't complete all of it, you're able to go into this at the same time as them on the phone and complete it with them as well. Two people are allowed to be in the application at the same time, and that goes internal as well. So if you have a loan officer and you have a processor, and the processor is working in the file and a client calls the loan officer, they're able to go into the application as well and update anything in the application and save it while the processor or anyone else is in the application, which is great. Because you don't have to wait for someone to jump out to save anything, which I love. Being a Point Calyx user for so many years myself, if someone was in the file and I went to go in it and I wanted to change something, I could not save it. We had to go find out who was in it and then let them get kicked out or kick them out from our administrator, and then we could go in and save this. That's not the case with this, so I love that. So we can kind of go through the application. It's very simple. The information, and it looks great on the eye, unlike Calyx Point. It's not confusing. You can fill out your purchase price here. Let's just do this. Let's say the down payment is 20%. 20 tab. automatically calculate your loan amount for you. Over here right here is your payments. So you can go in here and you can estimate your monthly homeowners insurance. You can do your property taxes here. Let's just do 167 there. Obviously, this is 20% down, so you're not going to have MI. But if you do have MI, you can do calculated, manual. In here, if you had that, if you wanted to do calculated, you can put in your percentage here. Or you can do manual. Since it's 20% down, it's not letting me do it, but you can put your MI in there. If you have HOA dues, you could put that in here as well. And then you just go down here and you hit save changes. That's one thing that you just need to realize is to save your changes. So you can go through the application. It's really easy to go through primary. It will tell you if something is completed once you go through it all. If not, it's going to leave it red like this for you. And then you can just go through. This is your borrower information. You have your demographics, your declarations, all here for you. And then your financial information. This is going to be your income. You can add your income in pretty easily. If this is self-employed, mark this button. You can let them know if it's a Schedule C, 1120S, whatever it may be. Here is your different income options. So whether it's child support, whether it's alimony, whatever it may be, you have all of your different income here. You can do other. There. Tip income, whatever it may be. So really, with this application, you have pretty much 3 screens to go through, which is very simple. Your assets, you can order credit directly from the application. Click this little button right here. And when they go through the application, they're going to give you authorization to pull credit, which is great also. So when you get to this credit screen, it's going to ask you, it'll mark in here if they gave you authorization to pull credit, or if you're on the phone with them, you can mark that you have authorization to pull credit. So this is the order credit button here. I don't think it's going to let me go in there today. So also, one of the other great tools that I love about ARIVE is there's so many things that we're going over today, and I apologize. I'm very excited about it, and just the ease of use is so exciting for me. But one of the great things is once you get your application complete, you can go to products and pricing. And what I love about this is it's going to take your information from the application and you pull your credit. It's going to pull in your credit score. It's going to pull in your loan to value. It's going to pull in whether it's a conventional, all of this information from your application. You can also do advanced options down here if there's anything that you want to change when you're going to price this out. So you can go to the advanced options. You can change everything, make sure everything's okay. And when you go to price loan and this simple button right here, so when you set this up with ARIVE, you're going to set this up with your wholesale lenders that are with ARIVE, and your pricing and everything is automatically put into ARIVE. So when you're pricing out loans, it is actually your pricing with these specific wholesale lenders. So I'm going to go here to price loan. Oh, and then here to select lender. Now, you can see all the wholesale lenders. You have your system lenders, and then you have your manual lenders that you add in. System lenders are ones that they're automatically signed up with ARIVE. The other ones is you can get manually input in there, so you can price out. There's one that you use a lot also. So say I want to compare a few lenders and pricing. I can click as many as I want to. Let's do Caliber, Home Point, and UWM. Once I do that, it tells me I have 3 selected, and I can hit price loan. Oh, and then it's giving me stuff in red on why I can't price it. So I'm going to enter a zip code there. What I love also about ARIVE is whenever you're inputting addresses or anything, it recognizes the address. You don't have to input the full address, and it will pull it in for you. So now that I have that completed. I'm going to go up here to price loan. And this right here will give me pricing for my different wholesale lenders and their products that meet the criteria that I have input into my application. And you can compare them right here. What I also love is it will tell me my ineligible products. So if this is not the product that I was looking for necessarily, it can tell me my ineligible products with these 3 wholesale lenders that I have chosen. And it will tell me the reason why it is ineligible when I click on the little plus sign. So it's a great tool to have. You can price directly from here. So again, when I say that this created efficiencies for me, I am not going to my separate wholesale lenders' websites and pricing out each loan. This is quick, it's easy. I can do it while I'm on the phone with my client. I can do an application right then and there. I can go on and price the loan right then and there. I'm not jumping into different screens. I'm doing it all from one screen. And it has been a game changer for me. You can choose, if you think this looks great for you, you can then choose which one you want if you're ready to move forward at this time. I want this one right here. That's the one I want. So if I'm ready to choose this, I can click here and I can hit apply. And this will also, what I love is when you hit apply, it will tell me my rate, my APR, if I have all my fees completed correctly, which we'll get to that screen next. It will tell me approximate funds to close, my total principal, interest, taxes, and insurance based off of that first page of the application that I put in there, my estimated closing cost. Give me all of this and I can hit apply. So now I have chosen the wholesale lender I want to engage with. And then once you see that you complete something, it will give you a little check mark over here. And now it's pulling that pricing from that wholesale lender and at that rate I've chosen. So I can either hit continue to review fees down here, or I can go over here to my little left-hand side button and hit review fees. This is my fee sheet, and it is pretty simple to use, really easy to look at. It'll tell me here my total closing cost in each box. Let me get here. It'll tell me my down payment from borrower and my estimated cash from borrower after I input my fees. You can also, if you use a title company regularly, whether it's refinances or whatever you do, you can set templates for certain title fees as well that will automatically go in here as well. You can set those templates. There's so many, I mean, we could sit here for hours today to go over everything. As you engage, I just want to show you some of the great tools that has really helped my business. So you can go through here and you can change, if what the rates and points are. They're going to pull this from your pricing. They're going to pull this from your pricing screen. But if you want to change that, you can. If you want to add any fees in any section, if I want to add origination fee here, you can add fees in any section. And then you just have to save changes. So say now we got into the point where we've done the application, we've priced it out. Now we're ready to send that fee sheet to our client. It is really simple to send a fee sheet to a client, and it is branded with your information. So I can hit download right here, and it may just take a minute to download. And I can pull this up, and this now has created a fee sheet that I can send to my client. And it's branded with all of my information on here, and it's simple for them to read. Up here as well, loan officer's information, NMLS number, phone number, email address, so they can contact you easily. Gives you the initial fee worksheet. It breaks out everything for you. Down here, it highlights estimated cash from borrower and estimated total monthly payment. So it is an awesome tool. I can send this directly to my client. Now they have that fee sheet that is branded with me. I'm going to click out of this. quickly. One of the other tools that I absolutely love and I use all the time and my processors love is the dual AUS. I am able to pull LP and DU at the same time from this system. So if I'm wanting to know, am I going to get an appraisal waiver? Okay, I'm on the phone with this client. I'm engaging. I've already priced. I've sent them the fee sheet. Now I want to know, first of all, is this going to approve? Am I getting an appraisal waiver? What is it better to go with DU or LP? Am I self-employed? Are they asking for one-year tax returns? You can run that simply from here in minutes. It's done. It's for you. We use this tool also. Let's say that we have a client in underwriting with a wholesale lender, and the client calls in and they want 10,000 more cash out. They have an appraisal waiver, and we want to make sure before we do that COC with that wholesale lender that it's going to work. We can go in here, we can update our application and rerun the dual AUS and see if we're going to get that appraisal waiver if we raise the loan amount by $10,000. This will also tell you at this point, I'm unable to run to you to show you because I haven't ordered the credit or done of these things, but it'll tell you what you need to fix to run it. But it's simple. It's a simple button. You mark it and you hit run your dual AUS from there. This is what I was trying to get to earlier here is your file contacts, which I love. So when we were talking about how we use this for internal communication and external communication, we can send the application to our borrower. We can also ask for needs. We can ask them for needs list. Once we get to this point, now they're ready to move forward. We need to get documents from them, and we'll get to that part next. But you can also have internal communication, and you can create where you can add people at different parts of there when it will show up in their pipeline as well in your office. So if I want to add someone, a processor, an LOA at this point, I can add them. And it's going to show up in their pipeline now. And this is your loan team. You also have business contacts, such as you can add realtors, you can add title companies, whoever you want to be in this area in your business contacts, you can add them there. And then your borrower's information is down here. So this is internal here. As soon as I add people at this point, now they're going to see this loan in their pipeline. If you want to take out anyone at any point and say, okay, we don't need this LOA anymore, just the processor, you can click them out and hit confirm. Now they're not going to see it in their pipeline. So that's your file contacts, which I love. So next, we've done the application with them. We priced it out. We sent them a fee sheet. Let's go to our client needs list because now we need to ask them for their documentation. So over here, again, I mostly work on the left-hand side tool bar over here. You have your client's needs over here. You can either, again, there's so many tools and I won't get into all of this and show you how to do it. We could sit here for hours, but you can create templates that if it's a W-2 borrower, if it's a self-employed borrower, if it's a Social Security borrower, that will, if you hit auto generate, it's going to automatically pull in the certain documents that you set up in your templates for that situation. So you can do that, which makes it simple. But if you don't have that set up yet, you can go in here and you can add the needs, and they have preset ones for you already. So they have assets, as you can see here, they have preset ones for you. Disclosures if you want. Sorry, let me get in here. Scroll down. Employment offer letter, CPA letter, disability award letter. They have preset ones in here. I'm just going to pay stubs. W-2s is what I'm going to click on for this one. Here, let me get out of this. And you can read what it says here. So pay stubs, please provide copies of the 2 most recent year-to-date pay stubs, document at least 30 days. This is already preset for you. If you want to add anything in here, you can add something, whatever you may want to say to them in here. You can add that as well to what they've already preset in there, or you can completely change what they preset in there. W-2s right there. You can also do custom needs. So custom needs here, you can do a custom document. You can put it in if you want miscellaneous, property, income, if it's in the income, the title of whatever it may be, and the description here. So you can add, whatever it may be, add need. And you can see that your custom is in here. This right here is your needs list. Once it's everything that you're going to need for this client, you can hit preview and send. Again, this is going to allow you to preview the email that goes out to your client, has all of your information on there, gives them the link, and they can upload directly to that application. So again, what I love is we are communicating to the client, we are asking them for documents, we're doing the application all from one system. Also, when that client engages with you, they update the application, they go and complete the application, you're going to get notification of that via email. When they upload any documents, you're going to get notification of that via email. You can hit send to them directly from here. Again, you can go in and change anything in the email that you want if there's anything specific you want to tell them. From here now, I have my client needs list. So if your processor or whomever in your office or the loan officer wants to send this out, you can see that you're awaiting docs. And you can go in here to your client needs. It also will tell you that they've uploaded 0 of 3 items. So you don't even have to go in your client needs. You can see that from here. Once they upload it, you can go in and you can either accept the document or reject it. If you choose to reject it, you can give them a reason why. Unable to read the pay stub. W-2 was cut off. You sent me 2017. You can give them a reason right here for the rejection, and it goes back to them. So they know why it was rejected. It's not just you're being rejected. You can tell them the reason why so they can go in and hopefully send you what you need, or you can hit accept. Let me get out of here real quick. One of the great things about this also is it's going to keep reminding your clients to send in these documents. It's going to email them. Until you go in and accept it, it's going to send out emails of reminder. So you're not having to go in and saying, who did I send out needs list to? Have they sent it in yet? It's going to be constantly reminding them. So it's great. Also, you have a place to keep all of your documents from that client in one space. Again, if your processor is out of the office, working from home, on vacation, and they want to make sure that the client sent in those documents because they're on top of it even on vacation, they can literally log on from anywhere. They can see that the client provided that documentation. Or if your processor is out of town and the loan officer doesn't have to go search through their emails because the client said, hey, I uploaded those docs, how does that look? The loan officer can literally go in here. Everything is in one central location. And this was a game changer for us. We were using Point and Flowify before. We were using Flowify for our applications to send out needs lists for our clients. And we were having to log into that. Sometimes the clients would email us the conditions instead of sending it through Flowify because we were sending them emails because we were working out of 3 different systems. So this is all in one. I'm able to do this all from one system. The other thing I love is the internal communication. I spoke about this a little bit earlier. You can communicate with your team internally and have things saved to the file. So within the setup options page here, again, my computer, we'll get there. You can create a loan narrative. And what I like to use this for are things like client needs 30,000 cash back at closing. Client is going out of town from November 22nd through 28th. You can put the main parts of the file right here in this loan narrative that anyone can go in and look at it, which I love. These are going to be the main things. You don't want to put too much here. I mean, you can run it however you want, but that gives you a loan narrative that anyone can go in and look and remind them, or huge Cardinals fan. Whatever you want to put here that you want everyone to see on this loan. So you can put that in loan narrative, but you also have your communication box here. And let's say that the processor is out of town and the loan officer goes in and that client called in, they want to raise the loan amount $10,000. They go in and change it in the system. They just update it. Here's where you're going to want to communicate with your internal team. Whoever you put in your file contacts that we went over earlier down here, you can then put an @ sign. here, and it's going to bring up whoever you have in your file contacts. So these are your internal team, title, whoever you want to talk to. Put the @ sign, you can click on that. You can leave them a note, raised loan amount, sorry, cannot type today, $10,000. You can put that in there. And if you hit add note, it will save it in the file, but it's also going to email this person. So if this is my processor or my LOA or whoever it may be, not only is it saved in my file so they can go back and refer to it, but it also sends them an email. Okay, that loan officer now raised the loan amount $10,000. I need to do a COC or I need to check with them to see if they did. It provides this internal communication that is life-changing. Right then and there, it emailed my processor. You can also, these 3 buttons here, you can go back to your email logs. The email logs are any emails that are sent out, whether it is to client or internally. You can have that. You can have activity logs. So this is anytime anyone logs into this file. So this is accountability right here. If someone went into the file and changed the loan amount and they didn't put that internal note in there, you can go back and see who was in the file at what time. The other thing I absolutely love is one of the things that Point Calyx didn't do well at all is exporting your file when you want to send it to a lender. And it is completely simple when you want to export it. There's a little button here. Obviously, you see the 3.2, but export the 3.4 right here, Fannie Mae. And you can literally just drag and drop that into your lender's site from here. It's that easy on how you export it. So, like I said, I can be here all day with everything that the system does, but my main point is I was able to get rid of 2 systems. I can work from anywhere. We have the communication internally. It has created efficiencies. My processor doesn't need to be in the office. Loan officer doesn't need to be in the office. We can communicate with each other. We can communicate with the clients. It's very easy on the eye. You know from your dashboard how you're looking for that month, how many loans are moving, where they're at in the process. Go through all of that. You can price from this screen. You can engage in, select that pricing, select that lender from this screen. You can send out your fee sheet. You can order title. There's nothing that you really can't do from here. It is life-changing. It really changed everything from us. It is easy to use. One of the other things that I love too is that ARIVE provides the best customer service ever. I don't know about you guys, whatever system or LOS you were using, but I'm going to go back to Point. Whenever I had an issue or something was going on, to try and get a hold of someone was almost impossible. I would sit on the phone for a while. I would email. I wouldn't hear answers back right away. And in our business, time is money and it's everything. So if there's any issues, you reach out to the ARIVE team and they are on it constantly with you. My computer's being a little slow, but there's usually a little thing that you can get a hold of someone right away. Also on the ARIVE team, let me see if I can get that to pull up over here. If you have any questions or anything, you can literally contact them from here. You can send them an email. They're going to get back to you right away. Also, one of the life-changing things for me as a business owner, the loan officers not so much, but is call reports. It used to take at least a day for us to complete our call reports. But because you have all of this information in one spot, it's constantly collecting this for you. You can run pipeline reports easily and your call reports. You can literally go in here and generate whatever quarter you want to do, whatever year you want to do, whatever states you want to do here. You can generate it as LO if you want. You can generate your call report and export it and send it to NMLS literally in minutes. This was a game changer for me also. I used to, like I said, spend a day on this. And this literally gives you all of your information, your application, your closed loan data, your revenue data. You can see how much you've made in that quarter, your MLO data, how many, what loans that they've closed, what dollar amount they've closed. This was a life changer for me. You can also pull your pipeline reports. and you can create certain filters and templates on different pipeline reports that you like to pull. You could see what locks are expiring in the next 5 days. Like I said, there's so many things that you can set up that we do the day before our locks expire, but then it email alerts us, so we know what locks are having expire. It email alerts our processor and our loan officer, but you can set that up in any way that you want. I'm not going to bore you all day because literally we could go through so many screens on this. I just wanted to share the reasons why we are so happy that we switched over and how it's truly changed our business. I mean, the efficiencies has created that we were able to double our business from jumping on ARIVE with not extra people and no extra time. This has created so much freedom, not only for our loan officers, but for our processing, our whole team that we have. It's created so much freedoms, and we are able to close double the production with no extra time. It's been a life changer. So thank you guys for going through this with me. Sorry if the computer was a little slow at parts, but I just wanted to share this with you because I'm super excited since we jumped over to ARIVE, and it's really changed our life.